Alright, it's been a while, and we are going to stream some Tavern Brawl, because this is an awesome Tavern Brawl. Alright, this is 3 cards. What do they call this thing? Top 3. Alright. You get to pick 3 cards, you get 10 of each. There are a few strong minion aggro decks, sort of like last time, top 2. Such as the Metal Tooth Leaper Hunter deck. We have a discard Warlock. And my role here is to troll these decks as much as possible with my Ice Block, Ice Lance, Arcane Intellect deck. The general plan of this deck is to survive and draw into Ice Blocks and use up Ice Lances to burn face. The reason we use Ice Lances instead of something like Fireball is that if we can load up our hand with Ice Lances, and around turn 8 or so, turn 7 or 8, we can play Ice Block and 4 Ice Lances, 4 or 5, and empty out our hand and get those Arcane Intellects rolling again so we can find the rest of our Ice Blocks and do a second round of burn. Of course, this means, though, that any deck that has healing, any kind of mill deck, it's going to wreck us. This deck only works against these aggressive decks that are just going to keep popping my Ice Blocks out of sheer frustration, which is so wonderful to me because that means I get to empty them out of my hand and keep going for the game. So a winning strategy for the opponent here, if they only understood, if they didn't want to rely on me having bad luck and not drawing Ice Blocks, would be to just sit there and do nothing and let me accumulate cards. And if I get a handful of Arcane Intellects and Ice Blocks, and they don't pop my Ice Block, then I'm screwed. I can't get rid of my cards. So this relies on 3 things. This relies on the opponent consistently popping my Ice Blocks, me finding enough Ice Blocks to sort of make it through the critical stage of the game around this turn, around turn 6, turn 7 is when it's a little dicey. But this is also when I start getting my Arcane Intellects rolling and can refresh my Ice Blocks. I also want to start getting Ice Lances so that around turn 8, turn 9 or so, somewhere in this region, I can dump a bunch of Ice Lances. I want to do twice. I don't want to use them as I get them because one of them is always worth it to get the opponent's hero to be frozen in the first place. Alright, so I have 8 cards here. I'm going to Ice Block. I have 7. I'll Arcane Intellect. I'll have 6. Now I'll have 8. Oh, perfect. So next turn I'll dump. A little scary having only 1 Ice Block left, but that's what the Arcane Intellects are for, is to cycle quickly and find Ice Blocks. Oh, perfect. Great. So we're just going to, we have 6 Ice Lances here. We're just going to find there we go. Now we have plenty of room for Arcane Intellect. We have another turn. Okay, there we go. Mission accomplished. Alright, now I'm going to end this video right here to make sure that my setup worked out really well.